It's just me, Jesse here, and today was very boring. I actually this morning I got up and I took my books finally to the bookstore from spring. So, yay! It was about a month overdue, but then they moved it back because of this whole COVID excuse me, COVID stuff, and then they pushed it back to June 16th, and finally now people are actually working in buildings at Bradley. So the guy there, I called the bookstore, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm the only one here. We're not open, but just come to the back door, ring the doorbell, and I'll just grab them from you." So yeah, that happened. So that then in the same trip, I dropped off my buddy's phone case to him because he left it in my truck. Who leaves a phone case in a truck? Anyways, um, so other than that, we got plans to go. Oh, it's fun. We got plans to go fishing on Sunday, so I'm excited for that. Um, and then let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, then I did some reading on on uh, the for my English, and then I did accounting. And I'm just gonna say this: whoever is participating or not in this whole like situation that pretty sure everybody knows. So for those of you who are watching this far in the future that are wondering what went on during the end of like towards the end of the coronavirus pandemic, well, kind of the end, I guess. There was a there was a bully police officer that that put his knee on an African American man's neck while he was pinned down. You know didn't really do like he was just like in the videos they don't really show him resisting arrest. I don't know what they did, but I know from friends of mine who are in the police force and friends of mine who are former police officers, you never put somebody on the ground for that long, and you never put your knee on somebody's neck, because that's just not the way to do it. Like that will eventually suffocate somebody. And so I think his name was George Floyd, and right now it happened last week, and there are protests going on, peaceful protests, and also violent protests. There are rioters who are looting stores, and it's not in a good way. And thankfully, there are police officers who are helping, and who are kind of like guiding, kind of like a police escort. They're helping out peaceful protests, and they're doing what they can to like keep them safe from anybody who tries to harm them, and them who try to harm anybody else. They're just being the kind of like the person to guard over them. And so that's what's going on right now. And yeah, where was I going with that? So, anyways, that's what's been going on. I keep on seeing a whole bunch of stuff on Facebook and Instagram. I'm just gonna try to take a break from that for a while, because just let this all go over, because I don't really want much to do with it. I'm just here to try to provide people with a cheerful word, and I'm just here to try to provide maybe even like kind of like almost like a journal for the people who want to look back on what happened during this whole pandemic, because it is a pretty crazy world that we live in. So that's going on, and we are, America's in a split kind of situation right now, and there needs to be the like bully cops. Like there needs to be a way to filter through when filter through the police officers, and there needs to be a way to make it to where they're not trying to be aggressive and everything. I have a friend that's he just retired from the police force early January, and he said that anytime he saw somebody, beating up on some guy, whether they were black or white, he would always, tell them to get off because he doesn't want to lose his job and nobody deserves to be treated that way. So, yeah, me personally, I don't like bullies. When I was in middle school, and I was bullied pretty hard, with not only physically but also with words, and some people I thought were my friends. Apparently they weren't. Some people I thought were also some people I thought were bullies weren't, and it was a hard time. And so don't be a bully, please. Anyways, I kind of lost track where I was going with all of that, but yeah. So I just looked back and I found what I was going to say. So today my reading wasn't actually planned for the situation that we're in right now, but anybody who is involved or not, I encourage you to go back, even if you have read it, read it again. If you haven't read it, please read it. It is Letter from the Birmingham Jail by Martin Luther King Jr. How did I forget his name? Goodness. And really, it just talks about how he was involved in peaceful protests and not violent protests. And it's a letter to the clergyman. I don't know, but it's a good read. Please read it. It's after he gets arrested and is put in jail, and he's writing to clergymen, which are basically ministers. And I think, don't quote me on that, but I'm encouraging you to read it. Anyways, without further ado, all politics and all stuff aside, here's the song. Alright, this is All Time Low by John Bellion. I was the knight in shining armor in the movie. Put your lips on mine and love the aftertaste now. I'm a ghost, I call your name, you look right through me. You're the reason I'm alone, and that's the case. I've been trying to fix my pride, but it is broken. Yeah, that is broken, yeah. Lie, you try to hide, now you know it. That I'm at an all-time I was the prototype, like 3 stacks on that CD. An example of the perfect candidate now. All your girlfriends say that you don't want to see me. You're the reason I just can't concentrate. Yeah, try to fix my pride, but that is broken. That is broken, yeah. Lie, you try to hide, now you know it. And I'm at an all-time low. I've been trying to fix my pride, but that is broken. That is broken, yeah. Lie, you try to hide, but now you know it. la la. All right. That was that. A little bit of a struggle, but it's probably an all-time low. I'm just kidding. All right, on to the verse. So today I want to give to you a part of the Bible, and it is labeled "Eye for Eye." It is Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 through 42, and it says, "You have heard that it is said, eye for eye and tooth for tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your shirt, hand over your coat as well. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. Give to the one who asks you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you." So what that is saying is basically retaliation is not necessary. If somebody, like, I learned this when I was a kid in middle school. Like I said earlier, I was bullied in middle school. If somebody tries to bully you, or if somebody tries to go against you, just either just ignore it, or just don't say anything, don't retaliate, because that just fans the flame, and it doesn't help in any situation. It just makes you look bad, and then they will go and tell the teacher that you said something to them, and then you will get in trouble, and you have no defense because you did say that. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of what that means. Like, somebody goes up, punches you, don't punch her back. Just turn the other cheek. Come on, be like, hey, yeah, right here. Come on, do it again. Yeah. It's probably not smart, but probably best just to walk away, which is what this is saying. Do not get an eye for an eye. Do not, punch a fist for a fist, and it's not worth it. It's not worth retaliating. Anyways, I hope you got something from that. I know I did. I hope you have an amazing day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay awesome. I hope you have a great day. Please don't go insane. Goodbye.